Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. Now we're going to start off doing what we always do with that wonderful opportunity of getting quiet and then just sending out love and gratitude to our beloved earth. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out, and then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. A beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this.
And so we do. It still always brings a smile to my face, that little bird chirping when we were giving thanks to the elemental kingdom. Because I remember, I think I've said this before, but I recorded that early one morning when I was actually in India. And the birds were just starting. It was so dark, actually. But this little bird, my goodness, it was so enthusiastic. Just when we were talking about the elementals. And beloved Drew, would you like to read the opening invocation?
Yes, certainly, Anthea. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thank you so much, beloved Drew. All right, so we've got, John has recorded for us, and as usual, just pearls of wisdom from the great divine director. Then we've got a video from the beloved Mahachohan, energy and vibration. And it actually fits in well with what Terry's going to read, which is the sphere of influence from beloved Kuthumi, from Guru and the Chila. Then I'm going to read from the Friendship with the Gods from beloved RKR Charity, and then John will take us through our decrees, which we know are so important, especially now, so much going on in the world. We need a lot of light called in. So we're going to listen to the great divine director's words. Thanks to John.
I am Discourses, Volume 8, Discourse 15. The great divine director speaks. Look at yourselves, every one of you, and do not ever say your friend was the cause of the disturbance within you. Take that, everyone, tonight unto yourself. Look yourself in the face and say, "Here, what is there in me I can correct, which makes me a more perfect person?" Then you will find the remedy. Correct those habits and be happy. You will know such happiness as you never can know otherwise. Oh, do not blame persons, places, and conditions for the thing which is within yourself. That is why the messenger said tonight in the beginning, "Oh, dear people, cut yourselves free from the psychic and spiritualistic things which open you to all the discordant entities there are. As long as you do whatever opens you to these things, you will never know happiness, success, nor freedom. You cannot do it. Why? Because today the great law of life demands your attention, demands your calling on the law of forgiveness for all mistakes you have made, not only yourselves, but all mankind. Could you understand the power and release which would come to you in 1/2 hour, in great earnest sincere calling on the law of forgiveness for all your mistakes, dear hearts, you would rejoice forever. Don't think it is all the other person. Call on the law of forgiveness for yourself and all mankind. Then hold your feeling harmonious and at peace, and you will see the glory of your I Am presence and its perfect manifestation in and through your body, for through your call is the action and great, quick, powerful means of doing it. You cannot be free, dear ones, as long as those qualities of discord act in your world. It is not possible. We have seen your great, earnest, sincere call through your mighty decrees. Can't you feel tonight, as you never did in your life, our great love for you? Why are we so in earnest? And why do we not hesitate to point you to yourself? Because you are the only cause of any limitation or disturbance which ever came into your world. There is no other cause but yourself. Dear people, try to see and feel it. You must understand, I am speaking to you with such great love tonight, but you have got to understand these things. If you want to be free quickly, oh, do not wander around longer. Straighten your spine and say, "Beloved mighty I Am presence, take out of me every discordant feeling of every kind. Charge and fill my mind and body with your great peace, your great happiness, your great strength. Hold your dominion over my feeling, and let the power of your glorious presence flood forth and through into my world, to harmonize and perfect it. Take command and produce your perfection everywhere. Then you can have it quickly, beloved ones. There is no other way. There is no thing which is permanent but the perfection of your presence. While I am talking to you, the great goddess of liberty is doing her great work in your feeling world. The day you come to know what that means, you will truly rejoice. I may not explain it to you tonight. There is not time. But one day you will all know what that has meant.
Marvelous. So wonderfully read. Thank you, beloved John. And just such words of wisdom from our great divine director. So begin to listen to this video now from the Mahachohan.
This is an excerpt from the Electrons and the Elemental Kingdom, compiled from the teachings of the Bridge to Freedom by Werner Schroeder, Energy and Vibration by the beloved Mahachohan. Vibration and radiation are coexistent with form. Even a blade of grass, a flower, a rock, a tree emits, unconsciously, a rate of vibration which affects the cosmos as a whole, and which, mind you, by the undulation of its energy, rearranges the atoms of the entire universe. Thus, all life is constantly contributing to a changing of the actual center of the cosmos. This law applies to the ascended host, as well as to men evolving on the earth's surface, even to the Godhead itself. The idea that the higher octaves are in a state of utter peace and rest has risen from the fact that ascetics who have, through contemplation, temporarily loosed their consciousness from the moving sea of vibratory action of the lower realm and contacted the higher realms, found the contrast between the two so great that, in endeavoring to give worded expression to their experiences, they have conveyed the impression of a static state, as against the low vibration which forms the atmosphere of earth. Thus often are truths falsely garbed through human misapprehension. The peace and quietude of the higher octaves is described by the mortal mind as a place where vibration does not exist, because the vibration of the outer mind means noise and motion and confusion. Let it be hereto set forth, therefore, that the ecstatic state of nirvana, which is the aura of the universal first cause, is a vibratory action and not a void. The universe itself is filled with electronic light, which is intelligent. These electrons have the power and capacity within themselves to receive directions, and, by the exertion of their own intelligence, perform the necessary activities required to manifest those directions. Within this universal light substance, which fills the universe from the heart center to its periphery, are self-conscious beings who alone have the power to set this electronic light substance into motion. The intelligence within the light substance does not act until set into motion by a superior power, a thought and feeling focus endowed with God authority. The electronic light would remain in the unformed state if some God intelligences did not charge into it a direction for pattern and outline. These individualized foci of intelligence, who are the motivating power behind creation, are the God beings, masters. Mankind also is endowed with the capacity to rearrange electronic particles. Therefore, every individual is a student in the classroom of light. An individual, no matter how ignorant or untrained, endowed with a thought and feeling principle, is a conscious or unconscious influence upon the distribution and rearrangement of the electronic substance of the universe in which he finds being, and it is for the purpose that he may consciously cooperate with the design of the Godhead that mankind is now being trained. The conscious control of the electronic substance, in accord with the God plan, lies within the evolution of both his intelligence and his capacity to embrace the God consciousness. Meditate, my children, upon the power of the spark of God that lives within your hearts. Consciously place the problems that beset you in the transmuting flame of its presence. Surrender your human will to its guidance, and say with Jesus, "Not my will, but thine be done." Then you may also say, "Whosoever seeth me, seeth the Father." If man could even partially comprehend the law governing energy and vibration, he would be in a fair way toward self-mastery. As we have said before, there is no such thing as a being without vibration and radiation. Man is in training, and he will come one day to a realization that the power to create vibration is not only a responsibility, but an opportunity by which mastery and divinity can be experienced through the individualized ego. For millions of centuries, man, by accepting individuality, has created vibration, which moved from the center of his being to the periphery of the cosmos, and is constantly, throughout the entire course of his individualization, affected by every electron within that cosmic orbit to some degree. Just as when you drop a pebble into the center of a pool, you see the eddies go out in ever-widening circles until they reach the periphery, returning again to the center. So everything within that pool is affected by the vibrations caused by the activity at the center. From the very moment man took being, the electronic light, in obedience to the decree of the Father, became his servant. When the vibratory action that is set into motion reached the periphery of its circle, it began its return journey back into his own experience. And the bombardment of the returning light sent back from the sounding board of the universe became that which is known as karma. The more positive and intense the individual, the more powerful the vibration and its amplification back into the life stream, whether the outgoing quality was good or evil. As the vibratory action around him became more and more chaotic, desire for knowledge and a way and means of finding peace arose within the heart. Then the man became an applicant for godhood, and it is at this point that the training of the life stream began. The intricacies of vibration are such that I could spend a full week in illustrating the tremendous impact of one individual on the universe, each organism within the body vibrating and emitting certain energy waves that contribute to the light or shadow of the planet. Thus, the body elemental alone affects the passion or aspiration of every incarnate soul. Then the soul has a vibration which, when awakened, is a powerful force for good. For every seeker, no matter how confused the search, affects the consciousness of all individuals. Then the mind tunes in and vibrates according to its choice of material, affecting in turn all the mind stuff in the universe. And so we could go on in amplification of the powers of vibration, unconscious vibration that is. Now we come to the opportunity of consciously directing into the universal light a vibration that would be of beneficent interest to the universe. The mind, the heart, the intelligence can be incorporated into this experiment. Visualize electronic light, unformed, with every electron, receptive, obedient, alert, waiting for your message. Then set up a vibration consciously in your feelings. See the energy waves pass out from you in ever-widening circles, and the obedient electrons start into motion. Choose, if you will, a particular quality or a blessing that would benefit the race. It is a beautiful pastime for spending an hour of relaxation and is a wonderful treatment for the body, the nervous system, and the soul. First, one must experiment with the mind, the heart, the feelings, and later the ganglionic centers can be trained to send forth these vibrations, even when the conscious mind is busy with other matters. The untrained people of the world do this unconsciously in the sending forth of Christmas or Easter blessings and other joyful ceremonies.
So well explained by the beloved Mahachohan. So, beloved, Terry's going to read. Thank you, Terry. And I've got it on a slide now. So let's go for it. Thanks.
You are so welcome. Greetings, everyone. Sphere of Influence from the Guru and the Chela by the beloved Ascended Master Kuthumi. Beloved Master, what is an individual sphere of influence? Blessed Chela, the individual sphere of influence is synonymous with his personal aura. Each individualized intelligence magnetizes through the immortal threefold flame within the heart a certain amount of life energy, which he qualifies according to free will. This energy passes through his physical, mental, emotional, and etheric envelopes into the atmosphere around him and becomes his sphere of influence upon life in general. Beloved Master, how can such an individual sphere of influence be of beneficial effect upon life? Blessed Chela, all self-conscious intelligences taking the responsibility for calling forth and qualifying life are an influence upon the general atmosphere and environment in which they function, because they are radiating centers of energy. The quality and type of radiation is determined by the free will choice of the qualifying intelligence. And energy is constantly flowing through the individual. It is flowing into the atmosphere and environment in which the intelligent consciousness abides. To become a beneficial influence on life, one must learn to consciously qualify this energy constructively. Beloved Master, what are the qualifying centers by which an individual may consciously control the type of energy and influence which he sends forth? Blessed Sheila, all of the lower bodies of an individual help to mold primal life, qualify energy, and catapult it forth for good or evil. For instance, the mental body either creates or accepts thought forms which radiate the particular quality of energy representative of the activity depicted by the thought. The emotional body radiates the quality of energy which is representative of the feeling entertained. The etheric body radiates the quality of reminiscence, which the consciousness entertains in looking backward. The physical body radiates the type of energy representative of the substance absorbed and the actions in which the body is engaged. This conglomerate mass of energies spewed forth into the aura or sphere of influence of the individual forms a sphere of radiation, which presses upon and affects the atmosphere, home, environment, and associates of that individual, stimulating them to either greater spiritual aspiration or to a deeper ensnarement in the appetites of the senses. The seizing of the control of the qualifying centers of thought, feeling, memory, and action by the I am consciousness is the first step in the creation of a sphere of influence, which is beneficial to the race. Excuse me. Beloved Master, what service does a controlled sphere of influence render mankind? Blessed Sheila, a controlled, constructive, harmonious, positive sphere of influence does exactly what its name implies. Influences the generation of similar qualities and faith, hope, charity, harmony, spiritual aspiration in those it contacts. The power of contagion, so aptly demonstrated in the transference of fear and panic through mass hysteria, is equally applicable in the transference of God's qualities in nature. Beloved Master, is there any manner by which an already polluted aura or sphere of influence may be transmuted? Blessed Sheila, the use of the violet transmuting flame performs the same service to the destructively qualified energy in the aura as a combination of chemicals that is called a cleaning fluid renders to soiled garments. Cleansing the aura of impurities and consciously charging constructive qualities into the aura is a great service to those of us who must use the individual auras of students as conductors of our blessings to the race. Beloved Master, what is the difference between a sphere of influence and a force field? Beloved Sheila, there is really no difference. The beloved Mahachohan has chosen to use the word force field to convey the picture of the battery of constructively charged energy made up of the combined auras of groups of conscious students, gathered together in cooperative service to mankind. The force field is made up of blended energies gathered together by angel divas and builders of form. These combine the decrees, visualizations, invocations, songs, and general application of a group of students who wish to form a radiating center for God blessings in their locality. In exactly the same manner that the individual sphere of influence is a combination of the energies released through the contributing centers of thought, feeling, and action, so is the corporate force field of the group composed of the consciousness and application of every member of that group. Beloved Master, what service does such a force field render to the world? Blessed Sheila, a force field renders several services. First, it is a magnetic center which draws the presence of the ascended masters, angelic beings, and all divine intelligences who desire always to find an open door through which to pour their radiation and blessings to mankind. As the pollen in the flowers draws the bees, so does such a consciously created force field draw the presence of the beings to whom it is dedicated and for whom it has been formed. Second, it forms a concentrate of consciously qualified God energy, which is funneled down from the octaves of light, which provides a spiritual nourishment to all those who enter that force field, beyond the natural radiation ordinarily present in the sphere in which the individual dwells. Third, it forms a radiating center of these same God qualities into the atmosphere and locality in which it has been building. It acts as the physical sun itself, sending forth light, warmth, nourishment, and God gifts into the city, town, or village where it has been created and where it is sustained by rhythmic attention to its presence. Fourth, it provides an ever-present conductor, which the guardian intelligences of this universe may use upon a moment's notice to flash forth protection, purification, balance, healing, or harmony when the need arises. Thus, much time is saved, which would ordinarily have to be employed in creating such a funnel through which to give blessing and protection in times of crisis. Beloved Master, what form does such a force field take? Blessed Sheila, it takes different forms according to the particular types of students who are developing such a magnetic and radiating center. Sometimes the leader chooses a design, and the form is builded by the obedient angel divas and builders of form around the thought form of the leader. Sometimes, when such a one does not take the initiative, the force field assumes the pattern of an etheric focus, which previously was active in the locality. Oftentimes, it has only a vague, blurred outline and looks like a vapory cloud in the atmosphere. Of course, the more perfect the mental design of the force field, the more it is shared by the conscious creative centers of the students, the more value it is to the hierarchy. Beloved Master, we are told these force fields, such as gather over churches during devotional services, are dissipated after the ceremony and return to the unformed. Blessed Sheila, this is true except where conscious intelligences choose to sustain the form as a permanent radiating center in the atmosphere and sphere in which they have been created. As you have seen clouds dissipated by the winds, so does the form of a beautiful song, prayer, invocation melt into the atmosphere when the intelligence who has coalesced it in mind, feeling, and the spoken word relinquishes the magnetic center through the attention, and the life returns to the unformed. However, when angel divas, builders of form, or elemental spirits volunteer to ensoul a beautiful form or force field, it can be sustained for as long as the intelligence chooses to use his own coalescing power as a magnet to retain it. The constant feeding of the force field by rhythmic worship, classwork, decrees, visualizations, and songs strengthens it also, increasing it in size, symmetry of outline, magnetic power, and radiating strength as a sphere and influence in a community. Beloved Master, it would seem then that the purification and mastery of our individual sphere of influence would not only contribute to the light of the world, but help us to contribute a constructive battery of harmoniously qualified energies to the particular force field we are privileged to nourish by our presence. Blessed Sheila, you have spoken truly. More than words does the silent radiation of your sphere of influence contribute to the light of the world, stimulate the spiritual centers in your fellow man, and generally make of you a conductor of our blessings in this world of form.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved Terry. And it's so interesting because I remember Almoira saying in the Bridge to Freedom that truly that he wouldn't have even applied for that dispensation if it hadn't been for the group work So it's so important and so interesting, because we're also told to actually choose a symbol for the sanctuaries. Like we chose in the beginning, pretty much sort of, we didn't really know what we were doing really in the beginning when we started our sanctuary work. We chose that symbol of the Maltese cross with the 7 pink roses, which really symbolizes freedom through divine love. And so, yeah, it's just so interesting the more we learn, and how, the great gift that we have, this great opportunity of calling in the light. Anyway, so now this is from Beloved Lady Nada, the gems from the Ascended Masters, and it's from Ascended Master Love and Truth, Volume 1, Beloved Lady Nada. And it was the time when she took her ascension. It was just such an interesting thing. And I was just bless her. And I think of the really difficult time she had. But anyway, at the time of my victory, she said, I dwelt in Mesopotamia. In this desert, there was a monastery of mystics, to which I retired, and wherein I received my training and my final victory of the ascension. We were banded into groups of 7 with whom we lived and slept in dormitories, having but 2 hours solitary in every 24. The 7 were chosen not for congeniality, but by the Hierophant, by the Hierophant chose personalities directly opposed to each one, to draw out the hidden vices and the viciousness in our worlds. We had to spend 22 hours out of the 24 with these individuals. Many dropped by the wayside, bitter towards the order and toward the unthinking choice of companions. Those of us who remained finally became fast friends, but no sooner had we learned to work in harmony than we were reassembled in other groups of 7 with other trials, etc. On my day of rest, I would run down to the sea and plunge my face in the water, or I would run through the desert until the wind blew my short, straight hair, in an effort to regain and hold my peace and poise. Finally, the Bhagavad Gita by Sri Krishna taught me that the lesson I had to learn was that no one outside of myself could disturb me, and that all externals were but reflections in the mirror of life of qualities within myself, and thus I found peace. After 3 years, a small, haggard band of well-worn travelers were admitted to the temple of supreme harmony. As we stood humbly before the altar, we looked fondly at each other, remembering the many battles royal of the past. There we were again, banded together in 7s and formed units of healing, inspiration, etc. We drew magnetic currents and projected them forth over the earth until the cosmic law said our balance to life was paid. And so when we had returned to life at that balance, our victory was won and our ascension assured. Beloved Lady Nada, it's also differently described in one of the Bridge to Freedom books, one of the journals, but it was quite a journey. They say now we learn, we don't necessarily have to go to these separate monasteries and temples. We learn in everyday life. We learn all these lessons. So it's so interesting. All right, so now we have this wonderful opportunity to say our decree for all our brothers and sisters that are caught in that psychic and astral realm, that have left their physical bodies. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we just thank you for this opportunity. And as we told by Archangel Michael, it is such an important thing to make these calls for these souls. Okay, this is a lovely story about a cat, a boat cat, a cat that lives on a boat and loves to go swimming. I hope you enjoy it. It's lovely.
Wow! He will literally jump in the water and swim back to the boat, and that is not something we've taught him to do. And when Ronnie swims, he's like a pro.
Come on, good boy.
Good boy.
Did you jump in again, Ronnie?
When we're sailing, Ronnie, if he's up on deck, it's only if it's really calm. He was born to be a boat cat. He's always been perfectly happy on board. I guess our lifestyle makes him feel free. He wants to be part of everything that we do. And that includes paddleboarding. So he'll cry to get on the paddleboard and I'll take him for paddle.
Oh my goodness. Want a little family excursion?
If we're near land, I'll drop him off at the beach.
Off you go, Ronnie. You don't mind it, do you?
Boy. He's just a very adventurous cat and nothing phases him at all. Ronnie was like my first rainbow baby. He could tell when I was sad. He would actually sit on my tummy and curl up like he knew where the source of my pain was. It was amazing. Ronnie came into our lives after really difficult times. We were trying to expand our family, and sadly we went through devastating pregnancy losses. We were staying on land, and one day this little ginger face appeared at our window. We let him in. He slowly integrated into our lives. We tried a life jacket on him and that didn't go very well. Got him a pet passport. So we took the leap, took him on a plane, and we brought him back to the boat.
Come and check it out.
Come on then. Can't get him out of there. That's it, right. Shut that, put that there. When he come?
It's like his own little home.
He's like, what's this? Weird place.
What do you think of your new home? What do you think, darling? Do you like it here? It's pretty neat, huh?
We went through another loss, and I happened to be walking up through town, and there was this tiny petrified kitten. Managed to get hold of her, put her straight into my jumper, turned straight back around, and just walked home to the boat again. According to the vet, she was abandoned by her mum, but home is where the heart is. I think she could feel that. She felt safe. Ronnie almost hunted her at first, and then he almost overnight just took her under his wing and became like a father figure to her. Everywhere he went, she would follow him and climb up him and sleep on him, and eventually they were completely inseparable. Ronnie and Smidge definitely came into our lives for reasons. They have been the sunshine we needed during a very dark time. It's been 5 years since we came to live on the boat, and they complete our home. Our boat might move around, but it's always home no matter where we are.
Such a sweet Ronnie and Smidge, just so lovely. I really enjoyed watching that one. And so now we have our opportunity to make our decrees for the beloved animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms that really do need our help. So we say together, beloved high presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you for that opportunity we have. Now I'm going to read from Beloved RKR Charity, as I've got it on the screen on the slide as well. It's just lovely from the great divine compliment of Archangel Germain. She says, I, Charity, have come from the celestial heights to bring you a great understanding of the flame of love divine. I am in the hearts of all mankind. I am in all life, and I would like you to share with me some of the joy which I experienced as I came into your midst today. Early this morning, I entered deep into the heart of love, and in giving adoration to its all-encompassing power, I felt my aura expand with my arms cradling this blessed earth, loving this dear planet. I felt the return of that essence, and as it permeated my being, I experienced the ecstasy of the fullness of love. Then realizing that I was to journey earthward from my cosmic temple to give assistance to the planet, I blessed all of the faithful Chilas who had turned their attention to the service of this day. As I was about to leave our temple of love and adoration and stood at its portal, I felt the holy embrace of my beloved Chamuel. No words were spoken, but as I looked into his glorious eyes, I instinctively knew that he would accompany me. Preparing for our descent, I summoned our legions, and then as one, we released the essence of divine love. And in so doing, we felt the flame of gratitude from the holy Christ sobs of everyone upon this earth, and the deeper expression from the Chilas here assembled and of those tuning in at their locations. As Chamuel and I entered the sanctuary, our legions remained in the atmosphere over Long Island, awaiting the summons to traverse the earth. So obviously the sanctuary was above Long Island, New York. We know that's a very, very powerful focus of light there, ancient focus of light. Then she says, remember and be grateful always that by releasing the flame of divine love and blanketing the earth and her evolutions in its cohesive power, the glorious Sanat Kumara saved this earth from dissolution. So when we witness the Chilas releasing the flame of divine love from their feeling worlds, our hearts overflow with gratitude for this expansion of the light. And that's what we do every time we start this session. We have that wonderful opportunity of literally blanketing our planet with that feeling of divine love. So it's just always lovely to realize that it does happen, and every part of life feels it, no matter how small. Every blade of grass, every tree, bird, human, they all feel that love. So now we've got this lovely song. It's a beautiful song. I hope you enjoy it. Deep in My Heart. That's a beautiful song. Now John will take over. Thank you so much, beloved John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, everybody. After listening to all those wonderful inspirational readings and messages, bringing us to a place of tranquility, peace, and calm, we are now ready to make our decrees. As we give all our love, gratitude, power, creative power, wisdom, and authority to you, our beloved I Am Presence, we say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. Now we just take a moment and we see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, a thick edge at the wall, stronger than any steel. We see now Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming an impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those administered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire, and strike them to the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand the cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations, back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Dearest Sanat Kumara, we send all our love, all our gratitude, appreciation, and thanks to you for this gift of that beautiful love star that you have placed in the aura of every unascended being, radiating your love and pouring its flaming substance into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds. We just place our attention on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun, supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. We just visualize that light substance, those glorious pink and golden rays, saturating all life on our earth, clearing any and all imperfections or limitations, and folding every man, woman, and child in a pillar of pure divine love, ever expanding those feelings of unconditional love, harmony, tranquility, gratitude, kindness and tolerance, charity, respect, courtesy, grace and goodwill, those feelings of unity, one brotherhood, Saint Germain's holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers of pure, unconditional divine love, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this and the opportunity of adding our own love and light to these calls. We thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thanks so much, beloved John. Right, and I just think, Morel, beloved, are you able to read for us?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Don. I'll do that, Anthea, thank you. Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kutumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you so much, beloved Morel. So let's just take a moment, just finish off by opening our hearts, just love and gratitude to our I Am Presence, the great ascended beings, for these marvelous teachings on our opportunity to call the light for our beloved earth at this really important time. Thanks so much, everybody. It's going to stop the recording.